Hey, g'day Field Insight people. Today I'm going to talk about something which service businesses don't think about heaps, but that's the definition and creation of a product. So if you can create a product which you can sell as part of your business, that gives you an ability to differentiate yourself in the market. So if you are you deal with different things, like the Goop guys created their Goop for their windows. That's a product they could sell and market. If you develop your own Windows system, if you used to install Windows, if you're doing different service type things, if you're an electrical and you create your own metering system or whatever, those different, or plumbing, you create your own bundle of products which make up a product. Like a product can be a service wrapped up as a product, so it can be the way you deliver a product. So a product is something you can bundle up and sell and brand and market to, but it can be a service. It can be a maintenance service, it can be a series of services, so you can have a maintenance plan, which is a product. So thinking about the creation of a product can really supercharge your services business, your mechanical services business, and allow you to differentiate. It can be a standard you adhere to and deliver to, even like an ISO 9000 standard. That gives you some more credibility in your delivery of your service. So the coming up with a product is not a trivial activity, and there's lots of books about creating new ideas and brainstorming and coming up with ideas, but they all fall down in a really common way, and that is they don't spend enough time coming up with the problem they're trying to solve and defining the problem they're trying to solve and breaking up that problem. They all dive into solution mode. So you really want to sit down and spend some time to define the problems you're trying to solve, articulate them, try and identify the core problem and secondary problems, because sometimes you find you're working on a secondary problem, and if you actually identify the core problem, that secondary problem may change, may go away completely, and you'll probably get different secondary problems. So dedicate time to really writing down and capturing the core problems you're trying to solve with your product. Put them down on paper, and then look at different solutions, and then look at other solutions which are out in the market to see how well they meet the problem. Look at other solutions which solve that problem in a different market. Basically brainstorm some different solutions, then write down what you think your solution looks like, and then take let's say take the devil view of it and be really hypercritical of it, and then take the white hat angel view of it and be really see what's really good about it, and capture those things and try and get a balanced view of whether you think your solution is a good solution, and then obviously go and build the smallest version of your solution you can, that you can get something meaningful to a customer that moves the needle for them and helps them solve that problem, and then talk to them and iterate and listen to the customer. You want to listen to the customer carefully. The customer might tell you what they want. It may be not what they're going to use, so really try and listen to your customer and work out what they actually will use, not just what they need, what they will use and what they will engage with. Yeah, so that's sort of a process. A lot of these concepts come from a brilliant book called Borrowing Brilliance. So we'll just have a link to that book in Amazon down there, and highly recommend it from a product design point of view. And services businesses, think about product, bundling up your services as a product, but follow that process I've outlined. It's an excellent way to think about product. I've done product design and been involved in development for 20 years, and most people don't do it this way. So yeah, you would be one of the elite 5% in the world who think about product design this way if you follow this process. Anyway, have a great week. Lovely talking to you, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.